So, today let's talk about shooting left-handed. Hey guys, it's Kelly here from Armed and Feminine, and today I'm practicing shooting left-handed, something I really don't do enough. And it's really important, when we're training, for defense. If your dominant hand or your right hand is hurt, you need to learn to shoot with your other hand. Interestingly for me, I'm cross-dominant, so being left eye, I would tend to be a little more accurate when I shoot left-handed. But I kind of stink shooting left-handed. I really don't have, the ease of manipulation like I do with my right hand. So that's what I'm doing, is practicing. And I had an inquiry today from a gentleman who was trying to help his daughter get into shooting. Yay! And he said the best thing, he's like, I want her to choose her gun. Thank you. And did I have any recommendations for lefties? And so I thought about that for a while, and I went through the left-handed shooters that I have. Now, the majority of guns are really not made for left-handed people. Most of the controls are on the right side. And when you're choosing a gun, you want to be able to hit all of the controls with one hand. If they're on the side for your right thumb, that sort of puts lefties at a disadvantage. But there are a few guns that you can look at that can be a little more agreeable, I think, to left-handed people. The first one that's going to come to mind would be the new Gen 5 Glock 19. This one, the mag release is here for our right thumb, but it can very easily be switched over to the left side. The other thing that's really interesting, I got to go down range sort of this way, is that it does have an ambidextrous slide stop, which interestingly not many guns have that. And if you're like me, what I like to do when I'm doing a quick reload is to just drop that slide with my thumb so I can get back on target pretty quickly rather than the overhand rack. So that makes it really nice for left-handed people. Not a lot have that. I do believe the H&K VP series does have that as well. So when I sit and think about my left-handed shooters and what they have, Gail has a SIG P320, and she's an excellent shooter, but what I watch her do is a lot of administrative handling of the gun to be able to use her right hand to get the gun to go into slide stop if she needs it to, and some other pieces. Another little trick that I see, unfortunately somebody loaded my mag, let's get that undone, that I will see the lefties do, or that will show them how to do, is how to use the mag release. If you don't have an ambidextrous mag release, now this is the SR9C with the Ruger, and it actually does have ambidextrous mag release. But what I've seen them do, and what we can teach them too, is that to use their index finger, which is fairly strong on their dominant hand, to be able to hit that mag release this way and catch it actually, or just let it fall. And this is an easy movement for them. And they can still overhand rack, with that side. The only problem with this particular gun too, and once again, is that the slide stop is on the left hand. I have yet to be able to figure out how a left-handed person could get that up. So we do have a little bit of administrative handling to switch the gun to the other side and use the right thumb to get the gun into slide lock. Another little trick would be that if you can't get this gun into slide lock by using the button, if you use an empty magazine, put that in and rack the gun doesn't go into slide lock on its own. So that's a little trick that could be used. So a little pop here if you don't have an ambidextrous mag release. Leave the empty slide in if you wanted to rack it. So if you're a brand new shooter and you've yet to, choose a gun or something, if you happen to choose one of these right-hand friendly type of guns, you might try shooting right-handed. It's like some people who just learn to play guitar. Guitars are mostly made for right-handed people too. If you learn from the beginning how to use your right hand, you're going to have a lot more choices available to you. Of course, having all the controls right here available to that right hand. I actually do have one student who is right-handed, and she is cross-side dominant like I am, but she found that she shoots far better with her left hand, and she has learned to shoot left-handed. However, she does choose to do all the administrative handling of her gun with her right hand. One other thing that I will note, and I didn't bring any of those guns out, like if you are using a 1911 style gun, actually I'm going to use this one, it's not a 1911, but those guns which need to be carried with the external safety on, that's a big deal. You want to make sure that there is an ambidextrous external safety, because that would be really difficult. This particular Ruger does have one here that I can easily manipulate that with my left thumb up and down need be. So make sure that there's an ambidextrous, external safety if you're carrying a 1911 model or any gun that's a single action. Here we have it. I really got to practice more with this left hand. Lefty or righty, it's good practice to be shooting with both of those hands. So that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm Kelly from Armed and Feminine. It's your life. Protect it with your left hand. Hit the subscribe button.